Welcome to Peptide Plus. I'm Nick Carroll, and last year I started looking into peptides. I lost 18 pounds with retatrutide, almost all body fat. I healed my nagging shoulder overuse injury with BPC plus TB, and I improved my sleep quality with CJC plus IPA. And if those abbreviations and acronyms make these peptides sound complicated, well, they are. But they're also, in many cases, very effective medicine that can help people in many ways. So what is a peptide? Well, it's a chain of amino acids connected by peptide bonds. They can be a single amino acid like L-carnitine and GABA. They can be a dipeptide like carnosine and aspartame. And they can be tripeptides like glutathione, GHKCU, and KPV. And you can get peptides with dozens or even hundreds of amino acids bound together. And those are called polypeptides and proteins as you get larger in the number of aminos that are connected. So basically all peptides are basically small proteins that are used by the body for a variety of reasons. So what is Peptide Plus? Well, that's the name of my ever-evolving stack of peptides, supplements, and other compounds that I take to improve my quality of life as well as longevity. It revolves around peptides that I want to take the most to bring out my shortcomings, and then I add supplements and types of food that are needed to shore up my nutrition needs. And I also have an active lifestyle that I enjoy that's also improving my health. So what isn't Peptide Plus? Well, it's not based on naturalness. It doesn't follow a dichotomy or a spectrum, and there is no inherent value into whether or not a compound taken in it is a peptide or not. If it's in a Peptide Plus stack, there will always be at least one peptide in that stack on top of anything else. So you can have one peptide, one exogenous hormone, and then, some BCAAs, supplementation, and then other things out there, supplements, and that's all part of the Peptide Plus stack. So my goals personally are to eliminate all possible micronutrient deficiencies that I have and increase naturally produced hormones to more optimal physiological levels. I'm not aiming for physiological levels. I just want everything working well. I don't want any deficiencies, and I can just fine tune some things as needed so long as I don't incur any additional deficiencies as a result. So basically, I'm not a biohacker, I'm just a researcher. I want more people to do their own research as well, which is why I'm posting content on this channel. I want them to learn from what I do and what I don't do, and they can sort of input that into their own calculus of what they want. I don't have all the answers, but I am looking for them. So don't take what I say as authoritative, as I'm not a doctor, I'm not a medical professional. I'm not giving any sort of a medical, or dosage advice or anything like that. I'm just sharing what I learned through my experience so that others can avoid, problems that I may have stumbled across. So that's essentially why I'm doing this. And part of the reason I'm researching so many peptides is because I hate paying a lot of money to a bunch of professionals who end up giving me the wrong treatment for my problems anyways. Like I've been trying to find out the root cause of a lot of my problems recently, and the peptides have helped me go through that process, this troubleshooting process, and I have a much better idea of my health from a broad perspective as well as from many specific perspectives that I didn't have a year ago, simply because I put in the time and the effort to investigate, to research, to look into stuff, to try stuff and see how things work. And I've been very careful about what I do. I've tried to have insurance take care of things like my doctor visits, the labs and blood tests. I've had surgery on areas of my body like a hemorrhoidectomy and a deviated septum. And quite frankly, that stuff costs a lot of money. So I'm doing what I can, my own bit of legwork to improve my own life, take my own health into my own hands. And I'm trying to take good drugs or medicines or supplements or food, things to fix me, things that make me better, more whole, more complete, a more well-rounded person, a better version of myself. That's essentially why I'm doing all this. And I'm going to avoid taking addicting medicines or something that I need to take forever unless I have absolutely no choice. It's one of the reasons I've hesitated getting on exogenous testosterone is because I'm not hypogonadal, so I do think I have some leeway to boost or free my testosterone through more natural means, even though naturalness or nattiness is not valuable to me. But I've also cleaned up my diet. I'm eating a lot of meat for my protein and fat. I go to the gym 2 or 3 times a week to at least get on the treadmill for endurance. And then strength training, I'm trying to do at least once or twice a week based on how things are going. And future videos, I'll outline how this journey has been going because I've done a lot of testing. I've tried dozens of peptides at this point and a lot of other supplements. So I have a lot of knowledge to pass along to people that hopefully I can help make them do better in their lives because I'm finally seeing positive changes in mine. But I already have been taking multivitamins, I've already been taking supplements. Now, just in the last year, I'm adding peptides and some other compounds to the list. So I'm pretty excited to see how that plays out. And the thing is, I'm not committed to any one peptide, supplement, etc. I'm on a tour of peptides that's self-funded, and I want to find out what moves the needle for me when I need it, because not every peptide has worked for me or has done anything that I've noticed, so those don't go back into the rotation. But some of them have been life-changing, and I will remember them forever. So my goal is primarily focus on fat loss and muscle building, but I'm not going to take anything that'll suppress natural testosterone at this point. I want to also maintain my current weight of 140 to 145 pounds and do a body recomp. I'm 55 years old. I've never done any sort of intramuscular injection, never taken any form of testosterone or anabolic steroid or any other exogenous hormone like HGH or whatever else is out there, I guess insulin or whatever, because I'm not a diabetic. I don't have any medical need for those things. That said, I have reached a point in my life where I'm willing to take TRT level doses of testosterone cypionate, something like twice weekly injections in the morning, if I feel the need for more testosterone than I can produce normally. But you're going to see in the next 2 videos how that's going to play out. So I'm trying to raise my test naturally as a part of my Peptide Plus stack, and I'm going to see how high I can get it naturally before I even consider getting on TRT. That said, Peptide Plus just doesn't preclude the use of non-peptides. So that's not a thing. You can do it on Peptide Plus, not a problem. And I just call this Nick Carroll's Peptide Plus because it's me. It's my personal brainchild of what I'm doing. There's other people that have used the term Peptide Plus before me. I'm not claiming I'm inventing anything unique or unusual. There are other channels out there called Peptide Plus that are just sitting on the name, but they're not doing anything with it. Me, I'm going to do something with the name because I think the name means something. It's useful for me. I can say, hey, I'm on a Peptide Plus stack. And it's better than saying, hey, I'm on a peptide stack. And then I'm taking, here's a SARM. Here's not a SARM. Here's a pseudo-SARM like cardarine or something like that. Oh no, I'm taking HGH now or whatever, like none of that really matters so long as you're basing everything around peptides. And then I'm just trying to do the best I can with what's out there. But I'm not trying to be a superhuman. I'm trying to be more human. I've been deficient in a number of things for too long, and I want to lift myself up wherever I can. I'm just trying to lift up as many things as possible in a synergistic manner to where all the ingredients work to put me up at a more optimal level where I'm not trying to fight past any of these deficiencies. I think a rising tide lifts all boats, and when you raise up all the deficiencies, it raises up everything together. So I don't really see Peptide Plus as competing with Natty Plus. This is just a supplement stack and protocol that adapts to what I need. I don't really care about what's natural or not. I care about what improves my quality of life and longevity. But I can see Peptide Plus competing with something like TRT Plus as a name or a brand or whatever, because peptides are the base of Peptide Plus, so testosterone would be the base of TRT Plus, and that's where someone would spend a lot of time with other anabolics and supplemental materials, along with trying to boost testosterone, maybe even to TRT Plus levels, sports TRT, etc. But with T Plus, as opposed to P Plus, testosterone plus, the base is basically above normal. You don't want just normal testosterone levels. You want slightly super physiological levels so that the highs and lows don't ever get too low. But anyways, I'll digress. If I ever went down that route of taking TRT or HGH, I would post that on this channel so my subscribers would know that that's what I'm doing. I'm now finally at this age considering taking TRT, but I want to see what I can eke out of this peptide tour that I'm doing, because it's been basically the most fun and rewarding health journey that I've had in my life, and it's just been going on the last year for several months. And I just want to share that with others because I'm benefiting from the use of peptides. My life has improved. My blood markers have been getting better. Everything is going up that needs to go up. And I'm getting rid of deficiencies, and I'm even raising my testosterone naturally. So I'm doing a lot of good things. I just want to be truthful about who I am and what I am. I'm not trying to be fake, you know. I'm not a fitness influencer in the sense of the ones you see out there typically, because I'm not trying to sell or promote anything. I don't have any affiliate links or discount codes. Maybe that's something I would consider in the future, but to be honest, I just want to share information that can help others, and you know, we'll see how that goes. With all that said, I'll be coming out with videos in the future on my experiences taking different peptides and other things, the doses, the frequencies, and the duration of taking them. And I'm going to tell you how each one of them rates in my experience. So subscribe if you haven't already, because I have more interesting Peptide Plus content on the way. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.